And they always say behind every good man there's a good woman. So I don't know if you ever met her, but over on the corner there, would you stand, B? Miss Beatrice, Cindy Dwight. Also over there, I see sisters and sons and grandsons. I want to make a point there. His son is standing over there. Would you stand? He was just retired for 20 years out of the military. So thank you very much. The apple don't fall too far from the tree. Stevie was a quiet man. A lot of people call him the Gentle Giant. He was a good Christian man and real active in his church. And when I was talking to Bea about him, she said one thing about him, I'm going to tell this, but he would rather that I wouldn't tell this because he didn't like these type of things to be known about him. But if there was a hungry family, he would go buy groceries and deliver them to their house. And if he seen kids or people who didn't have a coat in the wintertime, Stevie would go and buy a coat and give it to them. But he didn't want no publicity about it. He wanted it done quietly. And that's the way a Christian works. I personally know he loved football. So he was a sport advocate. And he was just he never had an enemy. Didn't make no enemies. He was friendly to everybody. He was a quiet man and he was a jolly man. He worked hard in his church. He was trustee in the church. He worked in the kitchen. He wasn't nothing too small for him to do. Wasn't nothing too big for him to do. He was available for whoever that needed help. And he was just just a downright good guy. So it is my job also to present Steve Ferguson Award today, and I want to tell you a little bit about the gentleman who is receiving this award today. And it's tradition that the person who won the award for the previous year presents it the next year. Tommy is not well, so I ask you to keep him in your prayers because he won it last year, and he was not able to be here today to do it. Today's a winner. He graduated from Douglas High School. Also graduated from Marshall University. He had a BA in Business Management, a Master's MBA in Business Management, and a Master's degree in History. He served in the military where he was a company commander. He was a captain in the military, and he had an honorable discharge. He was employed by Inco Alloyd. He was employment and compliance manager for 21 years. He was a co-owner of Basic Supply, and he was a supply manager there for 7 years. He was an adjunct professor at Marshall University in the history department. Marshall University Technical College adjunct professor and business administration. His community service he's the chairman Board of Directors of Southwestern Community Action Council, member of Police Department Civil Service Commission, board member of Directors of A.D. Lewis Community Center, member of the Board of Directors and volunteer coach of the Huntington Little League, member Carter G. Woodson Memorial Foundation, member of the Board of Directors of Calvert County Huntington NAACP. He has received awards for a mover and shaker of community recognition from the Huntington Herald Dispatch newspaper. Veterans Administration Community Service Award, Marshall University Outstanding Black Alumni Award, and recognized as a history hero by the state of West Virginia. On a personal note from me, one thing that I'm impressed by this gentleman is every time, although his 3 kids have grown up and gone, he don't have an empty nest, because every time I go over his house, I see a bunch of kids running around in and out of his house and off of his porch and everything. So he's always surrounded by kids. And if I can't find him over his house, all I have to do is go out to the Little League. He's either out there working, cleaning the field, cutting the grass, or coaching the kids. So this year's award, I would like to present to Mr. David Harris.
Giving all the honor and glory to our Lord and Savior. To those who sit behind me, and to each of you who sit in front of me, I would like to say I am deeply appreciative and honored by your recognition of me. I'm particularly excited because all the other recipients who've gotten this award, they are absolutely wonderful people. And the award is named after a very good friend of mine, Mr. Stephen Ferguson. And I am really happy to be here today with you. To the family of those who lost their lives so senselessly, those 10 years ago, and others who have followed, I want to say this. I want to say, and the mayor has really said it all, but I want to say that we can achieve restoration. I know the formula. I'm not as smart as that American philosopher, Forrest Gump, but I do know that it won't take a few of us doing a lot. That won't get it. It will take all of us doing a little, and we can achieve restoration for our community. Thank you all very much, and God bless you.